Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with another video recap. Oh my goodness, where we dip into the playlists and archival videos, over 4,000 of them, to dig up some tidbits that you may have missed or mention some series that you may want to check out. The first in these videos so far have always been recap videos. And as always in this series, the links to the recapped videos are right below me in the video description, below my smiling visage. And the recap, let's see, what do we do in the video this time? Oh, Tchaikovsky Symphony cycles. Oh, yes. Why not? This was an interesting video to do because I had mentioned at the time, and we'll mention again, that Tchaikovsky seems to be somewhat out of favor, not among, of course, smart music lovers like yourselves, but among the musical critical fraternity, because he's just so beautiful and tuneful and dramatic and emotionally hard on sleeve. And nowadays, despite the fact that the entire world is going to hell in a handbasket, there seems to be a celebration going on of hatred, cruelty, and general disparagement of all types, we musically seem to want to do things at a much cooler level. I mean, the period instrument movement is case in point, where people think that they're being expressive when they're just being mechanical, as often as not. Not all the time, of course, but you get my point, right? I mean, there's this tendency to treat the music as this sort of well-oiled machine that you just play quickly and efficiently and note perfectly, and that's it. But with Tchaikovsky, you need more. You need the feeling, the expression, the passion, the hysteria, the vulgarity even. Yes, it's all got to be there. So we talk about great Tchaikovsky symphony cycles, none of which, well, it's not true. All but one of which, I think, are recent. There have been a couple good ones that have sort of slid in under the wire, and we'll see what those are. So that's that one. Then we have, let's see. Yes, a video that has caused an enormous amount of controversy, but I think it was an important one. I really do. It's called My Bach Problem. It's still getting a lot of views. I mean, I may not even have to bring it back in this series because it seems to be getting quite a bit of attention even today. And it's a couple years old. I think this was an important video. I think it was important because, first of all, I mean, not because my opinion of Bach is important, but because it's the video that gives you, the listener, permission to dislike even the greatest composers if they don't strike you right away as appealing. Now, there's tons of Bach that I like. There's even more that I think I understand, but no way is he ever going to be one of my favorite composers. And he has a cult following, which can be kind of annoying, and which actually has popped up in many of the comments, because when I even dared to express the fact that Bach is not always to my taste, and that's my fault, I'm totally willing to take the blame for it, but I don't care because I want to listen to the things that I enjoy, period. But to dare suggest that this the God's own composer, if you want to call it that, is not the greatest thing since sliced bratwurst, is somehow a crime. And I've gotten more nasty, derisive, condescending, really fascinating what people could pack into just a couple sentences, all because poor little old Dave is just too musically primitive to appreciate the grandeur and glory that is J.S. Bach. Well, here's a news flash. All of that's true, and if you feel the same way, good for you. That's your goddamn right. You got to like what you like, and you don't have to like what you don't have to like, and that's why I think that's an important video. So I'm recapping it here, just in case you may have missed it. And then finally, oh yes, prequels and sequels. This was a little playlist of about 23 titles where I take a piece of music and talk about something that came before or that came after, or both. so that you can take these pieces of music, these iconic works, and use them to discover other works that you might enjoy because they're conceptually similar. And the work in question in this case is Mahler's Das Lied von der Erde, the Song of the Earth, which is a song/symphony, a piece that was absolutely unique of its kind when it popped up around 1910-ish, and it was enormously influential, hugely influential. There's a whole pile of really fine works, masterpieces that were written in the shadow of Das Lied von der Erde, this mixture of song and symphony, works that are vocal works essentially for any number of soloists, but which yet follow a certain trajectory and have a symphonic kind of unity and structure underlying them. Really quite a marvelous little family that Mahler founded. And so you may want to take a look at those, because if you enjoy Das Lied von der Erde, there's lots else for you to listen to. And finding other things to listen to is the name of the game. So there you have it, today's recap. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.